Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pivot Point, where I'm joined by Zhi Goh from Zecco. Welcome, Z.
Hey, Matt. Thanks for having me.
Pleasure to have you on, mate. So why don't we start? You can tell us a little bit about your business and what you do.
So we basically are a cleaning company, but I always tell people that we provide a peace of mind rather than a cleaning service. That helps to put things into perspective, that we are trying to solve someone's problem.
Yeah.
And we basically started doing end of lease cleaning for our residential property.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're currently in a few big property firms doing their end of lease cleaning for their rental roles.
Okay.
And we also do things like office cleaning and
Yep.
body corporate caretaking.
Yep.
And basically that's it. Yeah, that three categories.
Beautiful. Well, obviously, like most businesses, I'm sure you've been affected by the COVID-19 outbreak and the restrictions that have come as a result of that. So tell me a little bit about what that impact has been on your business.
Okay, so obviously, very obvious one is sales have gone down,
Yeah.
like for everyone. So that's fine. That's just because people are moving out of offices, they're not using the offices, and this in a lot of the cases is people are not coming back from their country to move out from residential places.
Mm-hmm.
And before it actually hit Melbourne, it actually hit us during end of December, early January,
Okay.
because most of our clientele were from China, and they were not able to come back to move out.
Right.
And with that, there was a lot of empty properties with their belongings that would not be able to touch.
Okay.
So, and that's, we got hit hard in January already before it even hit here. And then during like February, offices are starting to get hit, and that's where everything went down.
Yeah.
But so far so good, because we have good relationship with property firms. They have
Mm-hmm.
a big rental roll that kept us moving. So yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, what I guess have you done to overcome these challenges? Obviously, you've probably been feeling it for a lot longer than some other businesses. So, tell us a little bit about what you did, I guess, to pivot the business and overcome the challenges you were facing.
So I basically doubled down on networking,
Mm-hmm.
because I knew this is not going to stop anytime soon.
Yeah.
It's going to stop maybe in a year, or hopefully not 2 years, but maybe in a year.
Yeah.
But I know if I want to actually grow within that year, after that year, I need to have good relationships with more property firms, bigger property firms, because that's where that's where the tenants are. That's where our bread and butter are. When we build trust with them, that's when the business comes in. But also, we have to come up with services that complements the environment.
Yeah.
So things like disinfecting and sanitizing places, like brand new houses that people just bought, or offices that are still people in there. That's what we normally do. However, because we're a cleaning company, like others, they're also doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's not really like we are going to a blue ocean category. It's everyone's there.
Yeah.
We're not doing something new. But all I'm focusing on now is networking, just doubling down on knowing more people. Yeah.
So from what you're saying about your networking, is it more that you expect the effort you put in now in networking to really pay dividends when things start to go back to normal a little bit in a year's time or so?
Yeah. But I didn't have that thought.
Yeah.
It was more like, because I was in this position and I've networked with other people, which helped me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? If I can just make an introduction or make a referral that may help them in their business, I'll just do it. But the thing is, when I started doing that, I could see it work out in the long term, which is very beneficial for both parties, whoever we network with.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, beautiful. And I guess what opportunities have these challenging circumstances presented you and your business, if any?
For us, it actually helped me to work on my business than in my business.
Yeah.
Solely because I think this is going to sound really like cheeky, but because everything's going down, my staff that works with me, they actually lost their other part-time job.
Yeah.
So, and they have bills to pay, and their students, they have uni fees that they have to pay, but they have no jobs now. The only job is my job.
Yeah.
So because I still had my savings, I would rather just put them in working so that they can actually stay in the country. So with that, it pushed me to work on my business, to make sure that I make more connections, to have more cleans going on, so that they will have more jobs. I'll get paid, they get paid, everyone's happy. So basically, working on my business was the biggest thing that ever happened in COVID-19.
Yeah.
Which is great, I guess.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about how you think your industry will have changed when the outbreak is over and we return to some sense of normality.
Ooh, that'll be interesting. I think when it ends, the first year we're going to see a lot of end of lease cleaning for residential
Yeah.
and for offices because leases are ending. But at the same time, I reckon regular commercial cleaning will go down, especially when everyone's downsizing their business because everyone can work from home now.
Yeah.
But what I feel interesting is after that, maybe a year after that, you'll see startups coming up, which makes all the offices become workspaces.
Yeah.
And because of all the entrepreneurs that are building up within this COVID-19 session, more and more interesting businesses are coming up. And that's when you'll see office cleaning booming again. And that's my opinion anyway. That's how I see things.
Okay.
But basically, in a nutshell, yeah.
Yeah. And how do you place yourself to be ready for those changes, I guess?
Oh, definitely. Networking, definitely.
Yeah.
All the people that you make friends with, you have connections with, these are the people that will come to you instead of you going to them, because they know what you've been doing during this COVID-19 period. You've helped them out. You've done a great job. If they ever give you any business, they know what to expect. And I think with that, sort of like an investment for the future. And also it's easier for them because they already know someone. They don't have to go through like getting quotes and things like that, meeting new people. So yeah, basically that's what I see.
Beautiful. Well, Zhi, thank you so much for joining us today. I really enjoyed your insights and learning a bit more about the challenges and how you overcome those in your particular industry.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for having me. This was fun.